First off, I'm going to apologize for my allergies. I sound like crap because I feel a little bit like crap. My eyes are itchy and I need to rub them, but if I rub them, I know I'll be miserable for hours. My nose is running like a waterfall. It's allergies. I attacked our neglected back lawn yesterday, and I got probably 2/3 done, somewhere between half and 2/3. And I have to finish that up today. So I'm going to be allergy-rific for a while. Also, let's move on from allergies. Let's talk about my fantastic weekend in Detroit. Oh my God. Ermagerd. It was amazing. I stayed at the Trumbull and Porter Hotel. It was a boutique hotel that has gone through quite a few renovations. Well, no, it's not extensive renovations, not quite a few. It's gone through extensive renovations. It's still, many of the rooms are still in the process, and it's, you can tell, the smell of paint and stuff is there, though it's super mild. But it was a really nice boutique hotel. Like, it hit all the right boutique buttons, and it had a gated lot, so I didn't have to worry about my car getting broken into, with, gated and security camera parking lot. It's Detroit, so you drive. And the bar and restaurant had just opened last weekend for Memorial Day. Oh, the bar I had this Michigan flight of beers. It was all made in Michigan. I had this amazing, I think, a Hoffenweiser made in Frankenmuth. Ooh, so yummy. And I had one morning for breakfast, I had their take on corned beef hash, which I swear to God, I was in a hotel in California, in San Francisco, as amazing as it was. It was so good. So I do recommend the Trumbull and Porter Hotel if you're going in Detroit. I definitely recommend it. So first night, though, I stayed at a friend's house and met a new friend. So that was cool. We played some Star Wars tabletop RPG, and we used the old system. We did not use D20. We used the old system that's based on 6-sided dice, and it was a hell of a lot of nerdy fun. I can't wait to play it again. I am notorious about not scheduling or not being able to schedule times for things that are fun, because my life is a little bit crazy pants. But I did, and they would not let me leave the house until I had scheduled our next session. That person is parked obnoxiously. Anyway, so they would not let me leave the house until we had set up some possible dates for the next session, which we did, and it was amazing. I can't wait to play the character again. Also, my friend's son Connor was all very interested in the YouTubing that I do. So hi, Connor. Thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate it. Still got the Portal hoodie on, which is his favorite. Let's see. And then from there I went to Micro Center and picked up some nice computery toys. I got a case for my laptop for work, and I picked up the Mass Effect trilogy for the PC. So woohoo! Old games to play. 3 games for $40. I am not sneezing at that goodness. Well, I might because of the allergies. But all right, so let's see. After that, head down, checked into the hotel. Ate at Wahlburgers because there's a Wahlburgers in Detroit now. So why not? They've got like 3 cities, and there's one in Detroit. What? And so I walked around. I'm gonna have pictures up probably on Google Photos once I complete my exit from Flickr. Terms of service, they got bought out by Verizon, blah blah blah. Anyway, so those will be up, and I'm gonna link to them down in the doobly-doo probably if I get those moved in time. But I will be linking to all the places I mentioned in the doobly-doo. So Wahlburgers, delicious. Spilled tomato on my white shirt. Was able to scrub it out. It's great. went and hung out in Rochester with a good friend I hadn't seen in years. Got to meet her daughter. That was cool. Went to I forgot. Before Micro Center, before all the hotel and the Wahlburgers, I went to the Somerset collection with a friend and the son, Connor, and we went to the Somerset collection. I think it was in the Nordstrom. I'll put a link in the doobly-doo. They have a Tesla mini showroom in there. One car. They had a Model X. So I got to sit in and take photos of a real live, for realsies Model X. Oh my God. I want one so bad. Oh, traffic jam. I want one so bad. I want a Model X. I mean, even if I wait and get the Model 3, I'm such a Tesla fanboy. Skippy wants. So let's see, where was I? So got that, then I hung out, went to, with a friend from Rochester, we went to Great Lakes Crossing and hung out there for a while, had some dinner. It was a good time. So we hung out. Then crashed at the hotel that night. Then went back out and ventured in the morning. I found an awesome coffee shop in downtown Detroit. It's called, now I can't even think about it. Brew Factory, I think. It has what's called the Java Bot. It was originally made. They have one in Detroit, Detroit. They started in New York, and now they have one in Detroit, where they use pneumatic tubes to transfer the coffee beans, and you could see this into the roaster. And the roaster's is in a plastic tube where it uses the air to roast and to keep the beans moving, and then it deposits them in the roasted section. And when you order your coffee, they hit a couple of switches, and pneumatic tubes send the coffee beans from that freshly roasted that bit right there, up behind the counter, into a grinder where it grinds and brews and right into your cup. So it is likely that not only was your coffee roasted that day, but possibly within the past hour. So wow, such good coffee. It's good coffee, super good. Then I went to Lafayette, Coney, which is literally next door to American Coney on Lafayette Boulevard, I believe. What that would make sense, downtown. And I had Detroit Coney's. Oh my God, so good. And then from there, where did I go from there? Did I go to Rochester again? I think I may have gone to Rochester again from there. I didn't go back to the coffee shop. I don't really remember what I did next. It's in there somewhere. But I know I ended up eventually going back to Rochester and hanging out some more. And then back, and then after that, I tried to hit a couple of video game stores, but that was Sunday and everything was closed. Things closed at 6, and that was sad face, but what are you gonna do? So I went back to the hotel after my video game hunting quest. It came up empty-handed from that, and hung out in the hotel bar, which I don't often do, even when I'm traveling for work. I only do that rarely. Really glad I did. I had that flight of beers I was talking about earlier. Ran into people from like Maryland, from Atlanta, Georgia. I talked to people from Virginia and Texas. We talked about working for nonprofits. We talked a little bit of politics. There was some disagreement, but no punches were thrown, so we're good. When that's the state of politics, that you're happy that the disagreement was had, but no punches were thrown. Anyway, so we talked about all sorts of good things. Talked about some bills that are going out there to help the VA do what they need to do. One of the people I talked to had been a Marine, and I think what's your Marine? You're always a Marine, right? Anyway, I thanked her for her service, and she's got all embarrassed about it. And I was like, no, you volunteered to risk your life for us, so thank you. I was this close to saying suck it up and take the compliment, but you know, some people don't react well to that. Let's see, the next morning, checked out of the hotel, had the amazing breakfast that I was talking about. There was a spicy corned beef hash too. Like there was some spicy sauce, spicy meatball. There was some spicy sauce in there, and it was just so good. So good. What else did I do on Monday? Oh, I went and hung out with another friend in the Warren, I think Madison Heights area, and her kids, and talked to her and hung out and connected. I hadn't seen her in about a year, so that was amazing. I did not see a lot of people. I wanted to see some people, but I also didn't want to burn myself out, which there's always a high possibility of me doing. Always. So I did not want that to happen. So I didn't see everyone I wanted to see, and I did that on purpose. Also, I did not, it was Memorial Day weekend. I did not put 2 and 2 together to get 5. So I did not even think about the Movement Electronic Music Festival in Detroit that was happening this past weekend. Oh my God, did I want to go. I was initially planning on going on Sunday. But, oh, that's brake lights. I was initially planning on going on Sunday, but it's $85 for a one-day ticket, and my reaction to that is, hell no. Like, I would have paid up to $40 for a single day ticket. $40 because it's a single day. I've missed 2/3 of the festival by Sunday. I mean, you're going for a single day. Why? It's asinine. $85? If that's necessary to keep the festival going, you might want to look at your overhead. So I was upset because I wanted to go, and I didn't. But then I didn't want to pay for it, or I didn't want to pay that much for it. I'm willing to pay for it. I'm not willing to pay that much for it. I'm probably old. That's a very good possibility. Is that I'm just too old. So that was going on. Detroit was bumping. The whole place was filled with white people. It's weird. But the place is packed. Detroit, like, restaurants were full when they were open, and when it wasn't, when they were open, they were full. Bars were full, like people going in and out. Sidewalks had people walking on it all over the place. People mover was being used. Parking meters were being used. Like I had to hunt for parking. I was circling the blocks in Detroit. I mean, there were no car wrecks. There were no burnt out husks or anything. Oh, on Sunday too, I tried to go, or Monday. Yeah, Monday I tried to go to the diner, because it's a real diner that is in what no eye has seen. When Seth and Ezekiel go to have their talk at that diner. That's a real place. That is and then Adam goes in and is in 2 different versions of the same diner. That is a real place in the Leland Hotel. It was in the same building that has City Club and the Labyrinth. I don't know if those clubs are even still around. City Club is also in the book. Well, it's a setting, but it's not City Club. Anyway, it's just that building served as quite a bit of inspiration for that book, for bits of that book. So I know I've rambled on so long, and I did not do the thing that societally I was supposed to do on Memorial Day. I did not honor our military fallen. I mean, I thanked a living military member, but that's not what Memorial Day is for. Shit, that's a fire truck. I'm over. So I did not. I mean, I spent some thought on it. But I did not. I didn't go and visit any memorials or any of that. And I acknowledge I did the thing where you take it the weekend as a vacation. If you have an extra day off, it's a thing. But I had an amazing weekend. I have mixed feelings about a lot of the military and the military actions that we do as a country. But at the same time, the people who are doing the sacrificing have nothing to do with that. They are just laying down their lives for their country. And that, how can I do anything except for respect that? And, for those who have, thank you. We may not even have deserved your sacrifice, but I thank you for it. And you are missed. In Detroit, you are so different than I remember. I still love you, and I still want to go back. There's so much that I did not do that I do want to do. So, I'll be back. Hey, don't forget that you're awesome. You got this, okay?